Thank you very much indeed. And yeah, the question is, Minister, where is the money going to? And the funny thing is, every party here, bar ourselves, the Rural Independent Group, were totally opposed to where the Children's Hospital went. And we told you it was the wrong place. We told you to run more over budget, and you told us, and you all voted us down. We're all mad, off our head, and look at it now. It's an absolute hoover of the highest order, and there isn't a head rolling anywhere. It's a pat in the back some of you are looking for running a hospital completely and crazily out and over budget and no accountability. You couldn't. No other country in the world would accept this, but good old Ireland has. And why? Why did Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and Sinn Féin at the time approve the way it was going? So don't any one of them look at us and say you're in the wrong. But we said no. Hang on, lads. And there's little resources we had. We got the right experts in to tell us it was going to run crazy over budget and just built in the wrong place. And both facts are true. But you're Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the lads, you're all patting the back. Somebody's patting the back. Somebody's making a fortune, and that's why somebody else is suffering. Who is suffering, Minister? It's the people that are going to deliver home health services. They're now going to have to suffer because of your incompetence. So they will have their hour cut to 45 minutes. Will the person doing 30 minutes be cut down to 15 minutes? Will there be new people brought on board? Don't be, Minister, just announced last week, no, new people won't be brought on board. So there's an embargo in relation to home health. And look at other areas, like I have a big issue with the stroke unit at Bantry Hospital, and it's come from within the hospital to plead with us that the Minister was down recently and said he has no money for the stroke unit. That's a shocking situation, because that's been promised by Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael election after election, and no delivery down in Bantry. The catchment from Clonakilty, Skibbereen, Bandon up to Castletownbere, all the way through to the Mizzen and the Sheepshead Peninsulas, they need a proper and new structured stroke unit, the very same as the people of Dublin needs and the people of Ireland need the Children's Hospital, but they don't. We won't get it. We're putting the long finger because you ran over your budget. And nobody's head is nobody here putting up their hand saying, well, I made the mistake, or somebody made a mistake. There's layers and layers and layers of management. Surely they can find where all the money's gone. Surely somebody can find where all the millions and millions, or is it billions? Are we gone into billions has gone? It's an astonishing situation. It's farcical, and no head will roll. And Minister, I've been on to you recently in relation to the nursing home situation in this country, and that's part of the health budget as well. Surely be to God. It's a sad sight to think that tomorrow, a nursing home in Belgooly that once had 68 proud patients to be inside there will now have nobody tomorrow. And you stood idly by. I got correspondence from you. I accept that, but just continuously defending HQ's decision. You could have stepped in there. The HSE has to have a procedure in place to step in and take over the running of that nursing home. It's not less nursing homes we want in West Cork, it's more nursing homes. But you didn't. You kept hiding behind HQ. Don't worry about Deputy Donoghue's area tomorrow morning. There'll be 140, 150 people in corridors around the hospital in Limerick. But when Belgooly needed help, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael and the Greens turned their back on them, and 48 patients were thrown out of that hospital. And I met families that told me what was done to them. It was scandalous beyond belief. And he stood idly by, hiding behind HQ, instead of stepping in the HSE and taking over the running of that once brilliant nursing home to the people. It's a scandalous situation where this health budget has been ran. You want to wake up and get out of those seats, lads, and let someone in there that can run the show.
Time is up. We're going now over to the...
I read it intensely, start to finish. And I was, yes, but you should have stepped in, Minister, immediately when you knew those irregularities were there, and stand by the people of Belgooly and not turn their back and tell them, get out. And that's what I was told to them. And the staff. The scandalous the way the staff were treated there. The scandalous the way and nobody stood by the staff. Nobody. The APRI living on a scandal, and he stood idly by instead of kicking them out.
I will never compromise standards.
I have to answer the Minister. You should have stood by the people and you didn't. You didn't. They're all empty. The beds are empty tomorrow morning. Remember that. And that's all that matters to the people of West Cork.
Deputy Collins, sorry, Minister. We're not going to have a conversation across the chamber, please.
I have to fight for my people.
There's other people coming in. You're a minute over time.
I will never compromise on standards.
We're now moving.